Dave?
Chris, I'm from Mainstream Media. And how's your business going?
And how is cut?
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Chris, you want to just tell me a little bit about your
You
business?
need to speak up a little bit because I am slightly deaf, and I went off without my hearing aid this morning.
I speak kind of slow. I'm Chris. I'm from Mainstream Media. And how is the business aspect going?
The last 3 years have been awful. This has been a very, very tough year. My company here, I'm second generation. I have been running this business since 1983. My dad started it in 1934. This last 3 years has been the toughest that we've seen, and we're just think we're going to slowly pull our way out of this. I'll throw in a bit here. The politicians are not helping, and but I will say this. You were mentioning that you were thinking in terms of going into business. I would say now and the next 2 to 3 years would be an ideal time to do it. Every economy has its ups and downs. We're in a down. We're in the deepest down we've ever been in. But I'm looking at it from the standpoint that it can only go up now. So in terms of getting into a business, it's going to cost you less to do that right now than it will in 5 years. And you will be, so to speak, kind of in on the ground floor. So I encourage people to do it. As I mentioned before, my philosophy on being self-employed is you have the privilege of working an 80-hour a week for a 30-hour check. And that means a lot of times 7 days a week. And the people who work hard and are innovative and can roll with the punches, so to speak, can do very well. The entire thing is you need the ambition and the drive. You can learn any business, and especially if you start at the ground floor. But you've got to have the ambition, the drive to follow through and do it, and be willing to work the long hours to get it done, especially when you're starting out. When it pays off is after you've been at it for 30 or 40 years. How's that?
That's great.
Awesome.
We want to give you a chance to really promote your business because we're building traffic to our website all the time and really getting in front of some influential people. So tell us why people should contact Scholls Landscape.
Well, Scholls Landscape is a division of Scholls Farm and Nursery Incorporated. As I mentioned, we are a long-time family-owned Oregon business. We've been working out of the community of Scholls, which is west of Beaverton, since 1968. The business was started in 1934, but my dad is one-horse landscape contractor, and he's been doing it, and as I said, I'm now second generation. We emphasize quality over everything. Until 2 to 3 years ago, we've got 100% of our work by referral. And now we're like everybody else, we're kind of out in the bidding wars trying to scrounge up what we can scrounge. And we emphasize quality over anything else. And we've got very high Better Business Bureau rating. And as I say, with a very, very down economy, we're still around.
And can you remember, I mean, you guys have been around for a long time, almost 100 years now, but can you remember one or two projects that you were really proud of that really stand out in your business?
In terms of the commercial properties, I can think of a couple. There are apartments out on 185th, right off the Sunset Highway. They were called Rock Creek back then. I'm not even sure what they are now, but we did those in the 70s. And there was a series of landscape ponds and a bunch of other stuff. We did a project on a golf course and apartments and condos up in Welch's and Mount Hood again in the 70s. Those are the ones that stand out in my mind because then I was a grunt. I was swinging a shovel. And And I can remember working in the mud on those, and I've been back to those since. And what's interesting with those long ago projects is the trees that were 6 feet high then are 50 feet high now. So those stand out. And then we've had several in right here in the Portland area. I think it's a half a dozen nice big residential projects that we've done. And we've, as I say, we've been around, we've done it all. And it's taken a lot of hard work. So I officially retired about 2 years ago, and by retirement that means I cut myself back to a 40-hour week.
Do you have any other questions, Chris? Yeah. Thank you, Dave.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. And